Alrighty, welcome back to Day of Judgment. I'm a fucking Red Flood. Sorry. I feel brainy I doing for like a split moment. I apologize for this. Anyway, I'm back over here. So, we're going to be finishing up this little thing over here, and then we're probably going to start this over here, and then we're going to do this, and we're gonna do loads of things. We're gonna do lots of things over here. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be. Wait, hold on. Okay. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be beautiful, and whatever you want to be. Anyway. So yeah, we are going to get this party started in more ways than one. I remember the coming of man reborn, the birth of Battle of the Bright, the return of a war that woefully lost. I understand the German bureaucracy is a veritable red army of unelected officials with too great oversight in our economy, culture, and civic life. Begone! The days of patronage networks and easy desk jobs. We held the day of a non-cumbersome and populist low bureaucracy. Let's have sway at the spider webs of useless men. So if someone get that bureaucracy does not have much of the bureaucracy, there's a more better bureaucracy that's not as bureaucratic. And that's still ours Byzantine bureaucracy. Yeah, that's funny. That's always funny to me. I don't know why though. See these oil fields start up actually, just so we can have them there. There goes the calf catchers like that. They are going to do so that thing. Mersky over here though. Let's see how far he gets over here. Very curious over here because Mersky always seems to be able. Calcats in general seems to be able to do shit. And we're 80 because we have a fucking free trade. Very nice. Let's do all power onto the unit. This is gonna change our flag and our name thing over here. That's removing out the throne over here, so that was getting 90. Step by step we march as one, our hearts beat in unison. The morning of battle shall be grand when we rise up from the land of our chairman's words at hand. Right over the instrument of our bond, the words of our fate, well known to heaven. We punctuate our earthly brethren with the word war. We'll be at our neighbor's door to bloody you with sacrifice. Oh, cleanse this land of avarice. This is the last words of avarice, for we are the perils of the revolution. Our kind of revolution to be that, but revolution nonetheless. And then Moldova war over here. May's gonna win that because Moldova can never win these ever. Hopefully, whenever they get content, that means Moldova and Transylvania can actually win these, rather than just be Romania and me having to get council commands to actually get fucking work. But it is what it is. I keep forgetting to turn that shit off over here. I just accepted that I'm always gonna forget to turn that off. I just accepted it because I can never remember. I can never not remember as well. So I just fucking you guys are gonna deal with it because I cannot feel like I remember to turn that shit off. Man. No, man, look at that mad power over here. We're gonna have a bunch of fucking people. Lots of people fucking up here. Yeah, and laughing on one. Reactionaries. Pan going on over there. Going over here as well. Over here. How the fuck did you manage to get an invasion over there? What the fuck did you do? Some fucking weird ass shit you got going on over here. And that's 15. I think we got 5 more over there. Yeah. Upon these seas, we're gonna drown so many times to scatter the ashes of destiny. Still, my flame is in hunger. I forgot to read that over there. But yeah. And then a flu-Semitism over here. I think that's how you say that. Am I correctly? The past is cruel and praise and force. Man nature become divorced. Hands torn from Burr Kong face. The future like a wolf pack awaits. You're bleeding blue. Many of our comments seem to be the dangerous conviction that Semites are free of their glorious, Semites are free of our glorious awakening, and stood for the working class and fight against Ludendorff's regime more violently than their Christian compatriots. This is a quote blatant delusion, founded nothing more but the purest of ungermanic thought. Do not, after all, also the first Christian. The living man also has two choices: give his divisive ideology or perish like the rest. Yeah, so I think we mean like that. Well, hold on, I can't remember if we mean like that over here. By the way, YouTube, I do not believe any of this. Before YouTube people ask, no, I don't agree with this over here. This is very extreme stuff over here. And let's find this whole volksrepublic mania very interesting over here, along with the nuts was the coup. Swastika. Blah, blah, what the fuck? What the fuck over fuck the Eastern image. That's where commonly used today in the East. But go to the East first. The East is where victory is at. If no one ever seen it, congratulations. Congratulations. Celebration. Fucking that. And the back burner. Ow, damn it. Hit the mic by accident. I do apologize for that. But yeah, over here. We'd be in the fucking power glowing. Getting glowing reviews on the fucking Uber. What the hell over here? But there'll be anything over here. Hey, the bridge are over here. Even though they're very much sandwiched right in between fucking wherever the fuck that is. I don't know, that word just seems very funny to me. Yeah, I think you're gonna get like skeleton content. I think Spain's gonna get their skeleton content in preparation for Burning Memories, boy. It's gonna be amazing. Bleeding blue over here, and I'm sorry to all Jews in this event over here. It's been on to the YouTube, man. I do not believe this shit. Yeah, I'm just playing a game over here. Yeah. Nope. Because there's a difference between reality and fiction over here. So, this is an alternate history thing over here. If I need a push on my phone, actually, I can't remember what exactly happened over here. But anyway, Bleeding Blue. Germany was desperate before with a national mission not narrowly defined by greedy aristocrats. There was a tolerance in your sentence. That's a meta contingency. But now Germany has made up its mind, and there is simply no more room for just people to live in defiance of nature and goodwill. The real problem of Christianity is Judaism. You know, I think we're a bit more focused on Christian part of that, but to set the weight spreading, we must uproot it. To save the body, we must not lose even a limb. A rotten toe. So go, good surgeons, and restore the health of our nation. Reverend Lowell's voice echoed throughout the stadium in roaring applause. Beams of light dominated the sky, and Brescias lit the many bands of German people. The march began out of the stadium into the city. A calm young man poured the streets. They arrived at the Jewish quarter where they used sledgehammer to turn cobblestone into big tiles to be heard as my home businesses. Oh, I see what this is referencing to. I know what this is. The parasites have fed for too long. They must be exercised no matter how gruesome a fashion. From the hall and the home in the basement, a mother hugged her children and husband. She detested his judgment. She had seen the signs long ago that this was their country no more. He thought Germany was so civilized, even the most fringe element of society was not to be truly feared. But her nightmares had broken into reality just as the flying stones were breaking the windows above. She sniffed for a moment. There was smoke. She locked eyes with the husband, and he ascended up the stairs. Ushering his family up, they avoided the window as if snipers were trained on them. The sound and smashing the streets could be heard outside. They grabbed suitcases. It was too late to fill them, but they would protect the illusion that they were travelers, rather than displaced Jews. Crawling on the floor out the back door, they helped the children over the garden wall, praying God would see them to check water, slip away, and into the night. Sadly, lady, do I have news for you about you once we go for the fucking. So we get this. Do I got news for you? and how life is going to be very terrible for anyone that you don't like. Now, this Goebbels is actually, a good person in this timeline over here. Because, this is Goebbels back when he was still a socialist. Anyway. Praise Germania. And in case I did mention this beforehand, I might have actually, but just in case, so they don't know, I'm still going to be doing Karl Rack. I very much want to do Karl Rack and Joseph Goebbels first. I don't know which one I want to do. And two, I kind of want to do Goebbels first. Then Karl Rack over here. Maybe do Karl Rack first. I don't know. The two of them are very interesting to me. But I kind of want to wait until Burning Memories comes over here. This is we can have a little thing with France over here. Maybe we can alternate between France and then Germany. And then back to France and then back to Germany again. I won't do Popper or like the status quo dudes over here because I don't find them interesting to me. So as I said before, we will do the thing. And what the fuck? Oh yeah, are these supposed to give out things over here? I didn't see anything over here, but we do get shit. My Valkyrie super good, plus 8 factory, and so we got plus 20 in resources. Goddamn, we had a whole lot of good shit apparently. Goddamn, it's like fucking CK2 all over again. I don't know how to play that game in ages. I don't even have it installed if I'm correct. But I might have. I need to double check my thing over here. I don't know what the fuck I have installed or not. Anyway. Praise Germania. Hail the sacred edition. Hail the spirits of the dead. Hail the holy ritual of Wotan. Germania lives past and future. The spirit of our nation burns like a heath in every household. Our people's fortunes ride high and flaunt its colors before the world. Beautiful, fit and young again. Germania marches towards her field of grain with an outstretched hand splits the clouds above. The more we have revolted against stable affairs, the more the old order has asserted itself. A truly communal pagan country where the divine mystical government has emerged. Let us to the globe be considered as we once were, untamed and free barbarians. Yes, we are red barbarians. Over here now. Which is an interesting concept to think about. Very interesting shit we got going on over here. If I want to join the bot, welcome my Baltic brethren. Hold on, I'll test you over here. We shall welcome our Baltic brethren. Against the Baltic government, general government. Oh, there goes Prussia, that means the Congo will never be unified, but they can't unify beyond that.
Angetreten!
Who's doing from oh, killer? There's Belarus. Guess they're doing their own thing there. A lot of people doing their own thing. It's not gonna mainly be praised and all that lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Over here, even though we did a lot of bad shit. But still though, we got like a bunch of shit over here, especially the fucking plus 10% over here. We basically just got served by requirement without even going up there. This is very nice over here. Very nice. A whole bunch of manpower. And got the people going, the power flowing, things moving, you know how it is. You know how it is. Anyway, the 20th International Arbeiter Congress, I think that should be 20th. Brothers and sisters in work, we are faced with an unimaginable great task. Our revolution is lurking everywhere, from the demons of ultramodernism to reactionary and the bourgeoisie. We cannot be apathetic to recent events not only in Europe but also in the world. We must establish a hard vanguard in all corners of our globe, helping brotherly nations break free from the chains of oppression will allow us to cooperate with them more deeply, which will result in gaining the allies we need so much currently. So I may ask you the question from east to west, from pole to pole. You can hear the voice of the workers who await the liberation. Will you listen to him and do your duty, or will you ignore him and perish? I think we know the answer, though, is over here. I think we know the answer. The ancilla, as it were.
Alright.
Popular proposed to Uruguay. And, oh yeah, you're in the Amazonas. Which means you're gonna take over entire fucking South America. Oh, we got Firestone over here. So that means they're gonna fucking be very much a bad spot over here, yep. We'll do a whole lot of liberation. If we do some of these focus sheets over here, because it's not very long. Been in our hearts. What should be that? Anyway, trombones and cymbals announce the entrance. The delegations are party for each country, proudly brandishing their flag and marching with heads held high up to the seats in the chamber. All respected persons of history of campaigning against the many-headed devil of world capitalism. Tea was brewed in certain fine China non from Peking, but made recently by unshackled hands in Fujian, with its exact purpose. German delegation spoke first, announcing their role in the next emergency action. They swore undying allegiance to all those languishing in poverty and struggling to be free. The Russian delegation spoke second, bemoaning the failures of the past and bespeaking their national commons in the strongest terms to be ready for the day of counter-revolutionary reprisal. The German delegation spoke further and reminded the rest the importance of going lower and deeper to the soil of the people. With no subtlety, they advocated unity with peasant power. They made clear that the masses, now reformists, liberals, or any ideologue were the force of the party that existed to unleash. The human delegation then made themselves heard, raiding against the empires who dressed as of liberation and galvanizing around the world subjugation nations. The proceeding continued longer tonight, and the foremost leaders of the world had plans to wrest the control of various nations. But it's the bird ambitious too fat to fly. You'll see. No. It shall soar even higher on wings of glory. Indeed they shall. Spain our hearts, Spain our minds. Hearts and minds, people. Spanish comrades are fighting against the reactionaries in this uneasy conflict. We cannot be the deaf to the cry. Securing Spain would be beneficial to us because we could have another ally against the French League. We must therefore create a plan of international diplomatic support for our Spanish comrades, as well as sending weapons to Siberia to arm them. We must also have a plan of investment in this region in the future in order to rebuild Spain as soon as possible after this conflict. It is certain that apathy is death, and we must act actively. For pouring the bourgeois will lead to our own death. Indeed. Let's see if I can help out Transylvania over here when the time comes. Spain our hearts. We'll break the gate to Cairo. Among the greatest of colonial projects of the British Empire was the Cape to Cowes reunion that imperialist magnate Cecil Rhodes. Connecting British colonies in the Cape to the Veiled Protectorate of Egypt for 45 years now, the near outcome is struggling against the bonds placed on them by the colonial masters and slavers. However, with the fall of the British Raj in 1934 and the breakaway of various native nations in West and Central Africa, many had awakened to the fact that perhaps the colonial mammoth was not as unshakable as one thought. News today that emerged on a surge group in Tanzania led by Martin Debobi, resisting colonial rule and legion. Boo was already for a long time a staunch advocate for the rights of Africans in Germany, but fled to Africa in the aftermath of the Great War. Now in Tanzania, he is rallying locals against the oppressive imperialist system imposed by the British. Obviously, as a matter of discipline, we ought to support the Bobe, as we would any organization struggling against imperial aggression. There are also neighboring strategic elements to this as well. Should have also seen Britain hold Africa would be crippled as their holdings themselves would be divided from their holdings in Egypt, cutting the line even deeper. And something what they see it over here. The Haman giving them just a wee bit more guns. Just a crumb of the guns, you know. Let's see out here. Let's get a better art. Let's see the Second World Union over here. The victory of the Wallachian government over the Moldovan one was not hard to assume they would try to restart the previously failed War of Union. They attempted to prove incorrect as the Romanian government declared war on Transylvania with the Catholic building the Armenians and the government of Transylvania recently began real armed efforts. It's hard to predict whether or not, behold, it will prevail against the enemy. Volunteers were reported traveling to Transylvania over to fight for a socialist Romania, and many with those in national brigades of socialist movement and secure victory for themselves. The Union strikes. And so like that, let's send volunteers over here. Let's get a motorized dude over here. Get some motorization dudes. They were not, except for some reason. Of course they're fucking more. Even though we were like in a faction with them. Anyway, let's do the futurist problem over here just so we can get things started over here. I know I said we were going to do this over here, but I figure we might as well at least get this going. The ideology of futurism spread throughout Europe and the whole world at the speed of light. Although we appreciate the will of futurists to overthrow the old oppressive values, some of them rejected socialism and turned to capitalism in crisis. Trying to make deals with the bourgeoisie, the capitalists began to poison their mind to show the problem. Show that the German was the source of the problem that affected their homelands. We need to get all these naive people out of error and hit all the lies which saw the counterfeits between them. No matter if it's because of the bourgeois order and naivete. We not allow the eternal teaching of Marxism to be squandered by neo-Pelagianism and the strange concept unsatisfied in reality. We shall see one day. Memories of Toulon. The help of Madagascar. Oh, Italia, bella Italia, how close you came and yet how far you've gone. 2 years of failure has led to 3 decades of regret. You didn't find the factualism of the double guerre, strangling need for the Italian Revolution in its crib. Those glorious days until are now a distant speck disappearing below the horizon of history. But despite the years of electoral fair and the impotent organization, Italian socialism has a chance once again to be born. 3 years or so soon to be furthered by the corpse of the Andonzio's endeavor. But after such a diversity, who could have the stones lead? Perhaps the most obvious candidate, Lilo Bassa, has been a principal in this dedicated career in service of the ideals of Luxembourg. Tirelessly promoting them in the eloquent speeches across Italy, his sharp voice laced with irony ringing out across countless piazzas. None Barbara could say that he does not deserve a spot at the top. On the other hand, the ever-popular Carlo Roselli could serve to bring you to a line historically wrecked with instability. Surrounded by the strong core of talented, principled people, his middle ground between liberalism and socialism could bring stability to the peninsula where more divisive socialists might not. But perhaps in a nation so clear in need of a new direction, could a fireland be the solution? Berto Ricci, the young revolutionary few-main turncoat, may be the answer to Italy's woes. His iron determined on the overthrow of capital and the foul institution of the Catholic Church certainly brings the promise of Italy to a radically different future. The SRP in particular seems to narrow with the uncompromising weight of his words. When the time comes to make socialist future to Italy, whose hand should the responsibility fall to? Ricci, to blaze a new trail. For we are the SRP after all. We are about that trailblazing. With that improved rubber. Let's get that improved feeling. Let's get Tommen over here. Along with
Ihre Befehle.
Margot. With the MP38. Get better oilage. Let's get some better guns. Some more cars just in case.
Zuhören.
Madagascar now saved. Let us support our socialists. The Irish Republic Revolutionary regime fighting for freedom has misguided decided to turn its back against the supposed decade of French. While Pierce's stance has been made clear, there are many nationalists and revolutionaries under his command who share our struggle. We approach them and let them know that the Empire shall ever break from this, so they teenage Berlin will always have his back. Yeah. Ja, Erden. Shall be liberated, as it were.
Zuhören! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
See the thing going on over there. Now I'm gonna do this here, and then I'm gonna be. Then we're actually gonna start doing this thing over here. Get this over here, and then we're probably gonna get this over there as well, and then continue this. Continue with this. Comité National France Libre. Although France was critical in the establishment of the National, it would be delusional to act as if everything's alright. The current French soldiers are 20 years of failure in the belt, starting with their social chauvinism, their cowardice in the face of civil war in France, and now the inability to prevent the authoritarian dictatorship. It's clear that the current leadership of French proletariat inadequate must be replaced by more capable people. And I think we got some people for the job.
Los, los, los!
I had more fucking.
Los, ausrücken! Wieder zurück! Wieder zurück!
Good night. Yeah, we should be going. Alrighty. Pagan chains. It's probably gonna be the last event over here because we're reaching out time over here. So yeah, fitting over here. This should be the last event. Till focus more on other things we got going on over here. French national awareness has been perpetual decline since the faithful union succeeded in 1913. During the brutal civil war in 1917, 8 years of repression under Action Française, and now the authorities coup in 1934, the idea of the French government. The French government represents the proletariat, a mere joke, and a bad one at that. For our 20th Congress, you must finally address the French question. The current bodies of representation are not touched with the French proletariat, nor could they be, due to the repressive nature of French authority. This is producing academic careers without any vision, but further, solely to continue their status quo. In light of this, the Congress has decided to dissolve the working hearts of the SFIO and vote to replace it with the Comité National de la France Libre, a new body representing France. Since it does not represent the French proletariat directly, but only its interests, it lacks all the SFIO's input in our Congress. Furthermore, as its lack connection to the proletariat in France, it will compose the second best thing: French exiles in Germany. They have poured into our country over the years, and they are our best inside the French nation. The first step of the committee will be to elect the chairperson. They will establish the tone of the body moving forward. 4 people have come to the front. Their choices. First candidate is Marcel Diet, a hangover from the old careers who still holds sway in the Congress. His proposal that France is fundamentally broken on a national level requires an outside force to impose a revolution from top down, and has been labeled a constructive revolution. It's consummate to well on that. That one Irish dude over here, I can't remember his name. But similar to that, wanting to have a foreign power invade Ireland to bring about like its national revolution, like some other weird shit. Anyway, the second candidate is Abbé Pierre, who fled France in 1945, being attacked by anti-clericalists. He believes that France requires a more than political revival, and that this revival should be achieved through Christian love and charity. Many Catholics who were chased out of France during the Arthur coup are apathetic supporters. Third candidate, Simon Veil, is an unusual candidate second national, which has usually parts anarchists. She is communicating not representative of the proletariat directly, but instead representative of the nation as a whole. She has been allowed to run socialist since age 6, goddamn. She's traveled all around. Veil has traveled all around the God. Despite her anarchism, she's also allowed Christian mystical tendencies. I find out what if any public content is ever going to get added. I don't think they will, but France said I don't think they will, but we shall see. Final candidate Louis Robert Petiller fled France during the Action Front's 3 years. He issued a controversial thesis that Action Front's government was a direct continuation of Roman rule. The rise to the called Maraz another Kaiser. He said that the French proletariat tends to be Celtic stock while the French bourgeois tends to be Roman. Naturally, his controversial was simply sympathy to medievalism and tendency towards racialism, even if it serves socialism. Yes, racist socialism. To meet the right between the forces, we must step in to break up the deadlock. Petiller for socialism and Gaul. For new Galkies with our paganism beliefs.
Ihre Befehle?
And with that, it's going to be into that over here. Until next time, we shall see how far we can get over here with Romania. And do some things over here and finally get this thing over here and maybe wrap some of these up. Wrap one of them up at the very least. We shall see. So until then, I'll see you later. Right.